Alright guys, so we've got an issue with this toilet. He says it leaks down into his garage only when he flushes it. So it could be a flange, a wax seal problem. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put some dye in here. So it just makes it easy to see where the water's coming from. You gotta be careful with the dye, guys. Sir? See, I've got to fix this too because this kink right here, this kink could not, maybe they're not filling the bowl as much as it needs to be filled. These are the ball cocks he wants me to put in, and he's got a bunch of flappers he wants replaced. You see if I can find him. So we've got this toilet here that he says is leaking. I filled that bowl up with dye. Yep, there it goes. There's the green dye, and it's coming down from up here. Sir?
Yep.
Yeah, it's coming from up above. This green
So
dye.
probably the wax seal or the...
Yeah, I'm gonna pull the toilet and see what's going on.
Okay.
You got green dye dripping right off the concrete.
Yeah, so it's not these joints, okay.
No. Okay guys, so we've confirmed that there's an issue with the toilet, either a bad wax seal, a cracked flange, a bad joint. Also, this particular Kohler toilet, these one piece, I'm not sure it's this exact one, but I know the ones they were selling at Home Depot, there was a whole bunch of them that had crack in the trapway. So what I'm going to be looking for when I flip this guy over is to see if there's any trace of that green dye up in the trapway or up where it shouldn't be. It's tough to see water like that, so the dye really works good. Oh wow, that's loose. That ball cock, I think he put it in himself. It's pretty loose. Oh yeah. Somebody, this toilet's not set right. Maybe they got the tile replaced. Caps are dapped in. Bolts are loose. It's not rocking because it's dapped in. But my guess is a tile guy may have pulled this toilet and just stuck it right back down. Unfortunately, I say that word a lot, unfortunately. Some of my subscribers have told me Well, one in particular. She knows who she is. Unfortunately. Okay, so I've got my towel here. Lift this toilet and place it on. This is some nice looking tile. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think it was a good seal, guys. My professional opinion. But like I said, I do want to look under here. I want to look under this toilet. Oh shit, there's more water in there. And it's green. Make sure you lift the lid up, guys. I gotta pull it back. Another very small bathroom for Johnny Fathead. Yeah. Okay. Alright guys, so what I'm looking for up here is damage or water. You can see there's nothing but cobwebs up here. But there's been an issue with this toilet leaking, like right here. It's obvious that there's no green dye. So that's not the case. I don't know who set this bowl, but it was just a bad seal is my guess. I'm gonna look at this flange. Right, so, wow. The flange is a good ½ inch below the floor, and I can see green all over this wax. And there's the dilemma, because the inspectors want to see this flange on tub set before the tile goes in. So you gotta do it. Yeah. Oh, baby. You don't want that going down the fucking shitter. You don't need that quicker down the shitter. didn't double wax this. The guy who put it in. Which I know you guys are gonna bitch. You need to use those spacers. Those spacers are garbage. They leak like hell, man. What I have is a jumbo wax seal. And I'm gonna go down and get another Home Depot Kohler wax from hell. I really need to inspect this. See, this was one of those flanges with the knockout. And the guys, they just come in here and start smashing on it with a hammer. And there could be a hairline crack in this that I'm just not seeing. I just don't think, look at the top of this wax. It was never touched the toilet, basically. So my wax is a lot thicker. It's actually a jumbo. I just buy jumbo wax every time. So if you see this wax is an inch above the floor, man. Let me put a level on that so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Look at how high that wax is above the floor. Camera work, but see that? That's going to be a good wax seal by itself. And that horn down on the bottom is going to get this waste by the top of the flange. So I'm just going to reset this toilet, man, right where it is, with that just one wax, and it's going to be a good seal. There's no doubt that this was, look at the difference in the size of the wax compared to this one. This thing never touched the bottom of the toilet. Installer error. 90% of your fucking service calls were gonna be installer error. Alright, I'm just gonna put this guy back down. I've already cleaned the bottom of the toilet off. God, this bathroom is literally like 5 by 4. One-piece toilets are always a challenge, guys. Okay. That's perfect. So this toilet's got some huge gaps. Underneath it. And it's time to shimmy, shim, shim. Shim, shiminy, shim, shimmin. Shim, shiminy. Shim, shiminy. Wow, half a shim in the front here. Wow. This toilet's fucked up. tell you what, before I finish this, I'm gonna flush it a couple of times, because this thing is just rocking like crazy. I need to make sure I get a good seal here. Okay. Like I said, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna hook this supply up and flush it. It's got a metal nut on here, so I'm reusing this. This house isn't that old. I need to make sure this guy is tight, and I'll tell you what, he's I need to make sure this is right before I put my seal of fucking approval on it. This is wrong. So what I'm gonna do is you can adjust how much is going into the bowl. Obviously, if you had 3 of them going into the bowl, that's more water. So I just I'm gonna put it with just 1. The rest going into the tank. And I'll cut this here, put it together. And if I have to, I can shorten it up. Okay. So let's see how that works, guys. See how that works? You got one jet going into the overflow, and it should bring that water up to about here. We'll see. Okay, so it's a little below the water line in the tank. Let me flush this. Yeah, it needs to. I don't know if that's actually doing what I want it to do. Doing much. This thing is not threaded. We'll see if that's actually doing anything. hoping we get close to that water line. That's as high as it wants to go. For some reason, I don't know how to use this. We've never seen these flappers before. So that's not an adjustment. That's on the chain on the anti-leak device. All right, let me have this guy. Sir? Sir?
I just flushed it for you.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Still need
It's
it?
still leaking. The problem is the flange is an inch below the top of the tile. That's an issue. All right, so this guy's got to come back up because it is definitely still leaking. It's gonna be a booger. It's gonna be a booger, man. Fuck. All right. Man, I can really hear. I can hear this water going into this shower, like this trap is dry in this shower. Maybe there's something else besides the toilet that's the problem. I don't know. It just seems odd. Okay, guys. It was a smart move on my part not to finish this toilet before I tested it. But unfortunately, it's still leaking. So I've got to pull this up. Whoa. Not what I wanted to do. They come up a lot better when you disconnect the supply. Okay, so I've got to come up with plan B because this flange is just too low. Let me see what I got on my truck. Alright guys, so what I'm going to do on this flange, I don't want to turn this into a disaster, you know. So what I have is, you can see this is the wax that I put in. It didn't, this happened right here when I took the toilet out because I didn't have the supply taken off. but you can see that it didn't get compressed at all. The well inside this toilet may be very deep, more than a standard toilet, which may be lending a hand in why this doesn't. So I've got this flange, which I need to put right here, tap con this baby in, and that's pretty far down. I think it's going to be a good seal, and it's going to work. I need to put it just like that. Get some tap cons. I think this will work pretty damn good. Well, let me find my tap cons, man. I hope I didn't fucking leave them down there. Should hold it. That should work right so, just like so, yo. And I'll put this can't leak back in here. And it probably won't go down because the can't leak. I'll probably just use one of those real sticky Kohler gaskets. So this is a challenge, this house. And it's definitely, I hear what everybody's saying about the flanges need to be put on top of the tile. We all get that. You guys aren't telling us anything we don't already know. The problem is, the inspectors want to see this thing on tub set. Get it? Is the hole. Yeah. I prefer this over those flanges that you stack. I just think that, you got a lot of joints above the water line. So I like this idea. Yeah. tough hombre, you know. Fuck is that home? Turn out the lights. If you're having a problem finding the hole. Light a candle. Okay. So that's that, guys. Let me get my bolts. I may have done this a couple of times on this toilet. Pulled it and reset it and just couldn't get it right. Okay. This is a set right flange, guys. Set right. When it wasn't set right the first time, you need a set right flange. So I'm going to use this gummy wax seal. And that thing's way up there now. Way up there. So, like I said, this other one, when I put the toilet down, it was rocking. Look at this, literally no compression on this. So, if we're gonna make it right, here we go again, boys. Hey-ya. That's money. I can guarantee you that's not going to leak. Major difference in the feeling when I push that down. Let me find my shims. Still have the issue of uneven tile. So I need to shim it. Fuck out my shims. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing again, guys. I'm going to hook the supply up. I've got it shimmed. Before I finish up, I'm going to make sure this thing's not leaking. And I think we're gonna be good now. I can see the comments now. Rookie mistake, yeah. I haven't been a rookie in a long time. Guys, believe it. Yeah, what's up? Okay. I get another set of bolts because they dapped the other ones in. I can see that this bowl is not filling all the way because that new flange is creating a hell of a suction. So I need to put another one of these supplies into the overflow. Get it? Because look, it's not high enough. Now it's really not even flushing. It ain't even flushing good now. What the fuck is wrong with this thing? Yeah, it's not, this flapper's not flapping all the way up. No, this is one of those corners. So easy to do things right, you know. This is where you get into issues when it's done wrong. Let me go down. He's got some new flappers. I'm gonna change this flapper and see. Alright guys, so he's got a bunch of flappers and they're all wrong for this toilet. And every other one he has like this. I need to see if I have one of these on my truck. I hope I do. Look at this. In really bad shape. Alright guys, so these are this is the flapper. This flapper here, this number replaces the 85655, which this toilet calls for. This thing here, spinning this, does not raise or lower the water level in the tank. What it does is it puts flush tension on this little apparatus under here. I'm really not sure what this whole thing is about, how it works, but that was what that was. So it should be flushing good now. We'll see. Nothing. I wish this fucking thing wasn't in here, this ball cock. You can see he's got this handle all shock wad. Let's see. Oh, Jesus. Johnny's got himself a live one here. Yes, sir.
Sorry, man. I have to actually move your truck.
Oh, shit. Okay. Yeah, that would help, huh? Let me,
You can pull,
I backed in.
If you want to keep backing all the way to the back corner,
I'll pull out. I'll pull
We'll
out.
park at the end of the street on here too.
Guys, so this job has turned into a tough one. He's got these weird fill valves, some kind of septic safe type thing, I don't know. But they're very hard to adjust. And I've been playing with them. They're Kohler toilets, so that should tell you something. But I believe I've got this thing fixed and adjusted properly. It is 1 o'clock. I got here at 10 o'clock, man. I put a condensate drain in and fixed this toilet in 3 hours, so a little bit of a challenge on this one, but he seems to be very happy that I was able to fix everything. And that's what I'm doing on this one. I gotta tighten that packing nut up back there. Cut these bolts. Got one more nut to, I need one more shimmed up. Packing nut is leaking just a tad. Johnny's getting anxious now. Not good. guys, so I'm all done here with what I could do. This house has been a challenge, man. He's got these valves, these fill valves in his toilets, which are all one-piece Kohler. And he's got these things so that if, say the toilet had a bad flapper and the tank drained down, the ball cock would not turn on and cycle because of that, because you have to hit the handle on this flush valve. You have to hit the handle to get it to flush. So unfortunately, I think it's a great idea, and he's used them, he said, for a long time. Unfortunately, I don't think he's ever used them on one-piece toilets where the flush valve is coming into the tank. Not the flush valve, the fill valve is coming into the tank basically an inch away from the flush valve. So that chain that is attached to it to make the thing work gets caught under the flapper, and then the damn thing just never shuts off. It just runs and runs and runs and runs. So he may have to take them out. I had to like throw my hands up, man, and say, hey, this is not working, man. And I've been here for 4 hours. I reset a toilet, I ran a condensate drain. He paid me for what I did today, but he's got to go out of town, so I will, the last toilet I was working on, he just wanted me to change the flapper, but the damn thing's rocking, the fill valve's not working right. It's just a fucking unmitigated disaster, these toilets, man. You know? I said, I don't think it's worth the hassle, man. The benefit, there is no benefit to those things, man. They just don't work on this particular toilet, and he's got them throughout his whole house. So Johnny tried very hard. It's frustrating. There's no room in these toilets. I'm playing with plastic chains and little tight clips, thanks to Kohler. So it was kind of a frustrating day. I had to reset the toilet twice upstairs, which I don't know if it's even flushing as good as it used to with that new repair flange. The flange is definitely big enough for that horn to go down into on the toilet, but I don't know. I just don't know, man. It's a little frustrating today. I got the trash guys in front of me working their ass off trying to get out of here, one way in and one way out, and it's been a tough day for Johnny boy. I haven't had any food, and we all know that that's what Johnny runs on, man. Food. Yeah. Alright, so I'm watching these trash guys. It's, you know, not that much fun. It's a long fucking road, and this person really likes to recycle. Yeah. I wonder if he's gonna pick that box up there of cardboard. Yes, he is. Look at that. Caught on candid camera. Good man. He's like, fuck that, I'm not throwing it in the truck. We need the space. Some days, guys. Some days. Mama told me there'd be days like this. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah.